This week on Cardinals Kids, find out how to get a free hot dog and soda at a Cardinal game. Meet a special teacher from Cardinal Glennon. Plus, Fred and I are flying around town. Fasten your seatbelts because Cardinals Kids starts right now.
Take me out to the Cardinals. Take me out with the kids. It's friends and fun and Fredbird too. There's always something great just waiting for you. So let's root for the Cardinals. Come on, flip up your lids, cause it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out with the Cardinals kids. Oh yeah!
Hey kids, I'm Andy Bennis. This is Fredbird and you're watching Cardinals Kids, brought to you by SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center right here on Fox Sports Midwest. It is another beautiful day here at Busch Stadium. Fred and I are hanging out here in the dugout, just waiting for a little batting practice to start. Where'd that come from? Is that one of Professor U-Man's experiments or something? What do you think it is? Professor U-Man, is this yours?
Nope, not mine. It looks kind of interesting though. What happens when you press the button?
I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, come on, Fred. What could happen? Wow, Fred is lighting up. Feeling kind of weird. What the heck just happened? How'd we end up outside the stadium? Fred, it must be this thing. You know what, Fred? I bet it's some type of teleporter. Maybe it's from the future. Did you see that, U-Man?
Yeah, very cool. That looks like something I should investigate. Why don't you see if you can teleport me?
All right, I'll see if I can dial it into your lab.
Something's happening. I'm feeling a little weird. It really works. I can't believe it.
Yeah, isn't it great? Okay, Fred, where do you want to transport to next?
Hold on there, boys. You probably should let me do a little research on that thing before you use it again.
Nah, let's see where it takes us, Fred. Go ahead.
Oh, nice job. Thanks for taking my advice. I mean, who knows where those guys are now? They could be anywhere. They could be busted up into particles of matter, spinning around the universe, kind of like the caps in the cap dance. It's time for the Powered by Peabody cap dance. Look at them go. Watch out below. Anybody else getting dizzy? Whew. Oops. I think I lost it. Those caps are really moving. Here comes the tricky part. Okay, is the ball under cap 1, 2, or 3? It's number 2. Great job, and thanks for playing the Powered by Peabody cap dance. Coming up next, learn how to get a free hot dog and soda at a Cardinal game. Plus, find out where Andy and Fredbird materialize. You're watching Cardinals Kids, brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, where their love for kids just keeps on growing.
Jason and I have a challenge for you two.
What, who can hit it the furthest? No. I want to see who can raise more money for Cardinal Glennon.
We're going to raise money every time we strike somebody out.
You do know, thousands of fans from 38 states already pledged to Homers for Health.
Case for kids, we're going to reach the world.
We accept your challenge.
Who will you support, the sluggers or the pitchers? Make your pledge today at glennon.org or at any Johnny Max location. Homers for Health, powered by Peabody.
Case for kids, powered by
The pitchers.
Wow, Fred, the transporter machine really works. Where are we now? Hey, I kind of recognize this place. Oh yeah, we're at City Gardens, just a few blocks from the stadium. Let's go check it out. City Garden is so much fun. It is a great place to come either before or after a Cardinal game. Whoa, Fred, what's going on? You look a little shaky. Must be all that transporting we're doing. Hey, come over here. We'll have a seat and relax for a little bit. Come on. Hey, kids, while we take a break and Fred has a chance to relax, take a look at something cool that happens over at the stadium. It's called Family Sundays. Count it down for me, Wobble Boy. 3, 2, 1, roll tape.
I'm getting 2 hot dogs, 2 sodas.
Are they free?
Yeah, today's free.
Good deal, huh?
Absolutely.
You buy family seat tickets, and you get the free hot dog ticket with it.
How's it taste?
Smile, bro.
Those look like some good dogs.
Yes, they are delicious.
I wrap them with love.
So are you a professional rapper?
Yes, I am. I wrap them with love.
You do it with love?
With love.
You like hot dogs?
Yeah.
What do you put on it?
Just plain ketchup.
Ketchup? Ketchup on a hot dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people think that's wrong, but I don't get it.
Oh, it's great. Hot dog soda keeps passing day.
Hey, what's the best part about getting a free hot dog and soda?
The price. Free.
Do you like to eat hot dogs at the ballpark? Why?
Because they are yummy.
You like them? What if you got a free hot dog?
I would eat it.
Are you okay? You good?
Go Cardinals!
The Cardinals really know how to treat their fans to a great time. All right, Fred, you feeling better? You got your balance back? Wow, you're looking good as new. Well, I mean, kind of normal. Don't you think so, you man?
Oh yeah, he looks great. Kind of like a big old rooster in a jersey. Hey, I'm getting a little bored sitting out here. Why don't you transport me someplace else?
Sure, Professor. Your wish is my command.
Uh-oh, here it comes. I can feel it. Here I go! Wow, what a ride. Where am I now? I know this place. It's Keener Plaza, a couple of blocks away from the stadium. When I was a kid, I used to run up and down these steps all the time with my friend Ricky. I always won. I bet I can still beat anybody to the top of these steps. You ready, camera boy? All right, let's go. Go! Woo! Wow. That's a lot harder than I remember. Maybe some of you have a better memory than I do. Let's find out in our next segment. Magical Cardinal Memories, brought to you by our friends at the Magic House.
What's your favorite Cardinal memory?
Oh, I don't know. Gonna have to think about that.
Probably our first game together. And we got the World Series rings on that one. That was when they were handing out the replica rings.
Yeah.
And now she has a real ring.
I get a ring every game, so.
Hey, why not create some magical memories of your own at the Magic House? They have super cool exhibits, exciting summer camps. It's even a great place for birthday parties. For more information, go to magichouse.org. Coming up on Baseball Tip of the Week, learn the right way to play the game from the pros. Cardinals Kids, brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. We'll be right back.
My name is Ty. Today I'm wearing a special camera in the Magic House so that you can see everything I see. Follow me. The fireball is lightning passes through 14 different gases as it comes away from the electrode. This way! Here is outside. You need any more sand? This is really cool. Anybody need any rocks? Come see for yourself. There's a surprise around every corner.
You supply the athlete, we supply the rest. Let Fisher's Proline Sports outfit your team from head to toe with the latest clothing and equipment. From custom uniforms and team sweats to warm-ups and footwear. Fisher's has top quality brand name Under Armour and Nike products and a great selection of fan wear including Cardinal gear. Make sure your team looks as good as they play. Stop by Fisher's in Florissant or their newest store in the Chesterfield Valley. Online at fishersports.com. Get the right fit at Fisher's Proline Sports.
Hey Fred, check it out. We're back on Fox Sports Midwest. Cardinals Kids is brought to you by SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. You can learn more about them at cardinalglennon.com. Now, if you haven't heard, we found a transporter machine today. Yeah, it is really cool. We've been transporting around St. Louis. We just finished visiting City Garden. Where do you want to go next? Well, I'm feeling lucky. Let's see where it sends us. Wow, that was crazy. Hey Fred, check it out. You know where we're at? We're at Forest Park at the top of Art Hill. Hey Fred, do you know why they call it Art Hill? Because the art museum is right there. Did you know that the St. Louis Art Museum has an encyclopedic collection of more than 33,000 works of art? Contemporary art, Native American art, photographs, and cool traveling exhibitions too. Hey Fred, you know what else goes on here? Sled riding down this huge hill every time it snows. But there's no sledding today because there's no snow. What's that, Fred? A longboard? You sure you want to try that? Okay, but make sure you're careful. You might need some help getting started. Let me give you a push. Fred, you okay? Maybe that's not your best sport. What do you say we try something you're good at like wiffle ball, because it's time for the St. Louis Prospects Tip of the Week, which always starts with 10 pitches. Let's go, skater boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's time for the St. Louis Prospects Tip of the Week. Help me out, Fred. Roll tape.
Hi, I'm Peter Borges with the St. Louis Cardinals, and let's talk about playing outfield. I think you got to get a good jump and getting a good read on the baseball, and that you don't have to be fast necessarily. You just have to be able to read the ball and get a lot of practice. I work every day in batting practice and try to get my reads and my jumps, and I try to work on going back, work on coming in, work on balls up against the wall. So working on everything. You know, I think that's the biggest key, is getting that break on the ball and making sure you're in the right direction. You know, you always want to get behind the ball and come through it, you know, making a good, strong throw to the infield. And, you know, I like to catch it with one hand. I like to try to catch it on my throwing arm side, so it's a lot easier to transfer it in my hand, get it into the infield. Always hit your cutoff man. And they're going to be out there with their hands up, but that's the biggest and most important key, is to hit your cutoff man when you're throwing it back in.
If you'd like to get better, go to stlprospects.com and become a prospect.
Before we go to break, take a swing at this week's Laclede Gas Trivia question. The 1916 New York Giants hold the record for the longest consecutive winning streak. How many games did they go without a loss? We'll have the answer after the commercial break. Cardinals Kids, brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Cardinal Nation.
In just 2 seasons of Homers for Health, we've raised over $1 million to help sick and injured kids at Cardinal Glennon. You've made every one of our home runs extra special.
We hope thousands more get involved this season.
Give for our strikeouts.
Put K's for kids. Your own commercial.
It's easier to crash yours.
Support kids at SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center today. Make your decision at Glennon.org or stop by Johnny Mac's. Homers for Health, powered by Peabody.
That ought to shut them up.
We're back, and Cardinals Kids is brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center. And here is the answer to the Laclede Gas Trivia question. First, the question. The 1916 New York Giants hold the record for the longest consecutive winning streak. How many games did they go without a loss? And the answer is, somebody cue the horn section, 26 games. During that streak, they beat every National League team. Thank you for playing Laclede Gas Trivia.
Hey kids, welcome back to the show. Now, if you're just joining us, you may be wondering why we're at the Art Museum. Here's the deal. It all started when a funny little machine appeared in the dugout. We started pressing buttons, and suddenly we were transported to different parts of the city, like City Garden and the Art Museum. But now I think it's time to get back to the stadium. Come on, Fred, let's go. Fred, I don't think we need to use a transporter. The stadium's pretty close. Let's just ride the bus. Okay, Fred, but if anything goes wrong, it's on you. Hold on, Fred. Here we go. All right, we're back at the stadium. Hey, Fredbird, where are you? Man, that's weird. I wonder where he went. Kids, while I look for the big red bird, meet one of our friends over at Cardinal Glennon. She's a teacher. Maybe she knows where Fredbird landed. Fred, where are you?
We are in the classroom at the Shining Star School at Cardinal Glennon. In here, kids come, they learn. When you're learning how to read and write and do math at the young age, that's when you learn how to do things, and they miss out on that, so there are big gaps in their understanding. Children who are on dialysis, they're here a half day 3 times a week, so they miss a lot of school. Billy Joe is just delightful.
I have a scooter that I ride in the backyard. I have a dog and a cat that I play with, and then my brother. And I love to draw.
Because of her medical situation, she has not been able to attend regular school for quite some time.
It's a hexagon.
It is. And we do 3 days a week. We work together.
I've learned multiplication, geometry, and writing, and reading, parallelogram.
Yes! Woohoo!
It's fun, and I like learning in a fun way. I used geometry shapes. I used polygons, and I used triangles, and I used trapezoids and hexagons and pentagons to make a robot. It turned out pretty good.
Cardinal Glennon is such a great place to be. The feeling here is of just warmth and concern and kindness. I haven't met a person here yet who was just not warm and loving and caring and really cares about the kids. It's great.
They help kids in so many ways over at Cardinal Glennon. It is a great place. Well, we still don't have a sign of Fredbird. Oh, there he is, right over by the third base dugout. Hey, Fred. Wait a minute. It looks like Fredbird over by the Cardinal dugout. Oh no, my greatest fear has come true. 2 Fredbirds.
Ah! Looks like you got double trouble, Andy. That's why I decided to walk back to the stadium. Well, kids, while we try to find a way to make one big red bird again, why don't we hear from our buddy Jake with the Cardinal Glennon Sports Care Safety Tip.
Hello everyone, this is Jake from Cardinal Glennon Sports Care, coming to you from Barron Gymnastics in South County with your sports safety tip of the week. This week we're going to be talking about how important your core strength is. The core is comprised of abdominal and torso muscles that help us stand upright and perform daily tasks. The main focus when performing exercises like planks, side planks, and other abdominal exercises is to focus on activating a muscle called your transverse abdominis. It is tightening a muscle that can help keep your body performing at its highest level and will help keep you in the game.
Hey, thanks for the tip. Now, kids, stay tuned because coming up next, we're expanding your knowledge of the game with the baseball phrase of the week. You're watching Cardinals Kids on Fox Sports Midwest. Who's going to win this year? The pitchers or the hitters? Support Cardinal Glennon Kids by making a pledge to Homers for Health or K's for Kids. You can make your pledge at Glennon.org or any Johnny Mac store. Homers for Health, powered by Peabody and you. SSM Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center is a Level 1 pediatric trauma center and full-service pediatric hospital in St. Louis, Missouri. They help every child, regardless of their ability to pay. More than 60 subspecialties staffed by caring nurses and expert doctors help them take care of everything from a broken arm to open heart surgery. Their nationally ranked cardiology and heart surgery and neonatology programs ensure that children and babies with the most complex conditions have access to the best care possible. At the St. Louis Fetal Care Institute, they perform life-saving surgeries for babies even before they're born. To learn more about their unmatched expertise and how their love for kids just keeps on growing, go to cardinalglennon.com.
Hey, you man, what's the phrase of the week?
All right, kids, here's your Fisher's Baseball phrase of the week. And the phrase is hanger. A hanger is a pitch that was meant to have a lot of movement, but instead, quote unquote, hung over the plate, making it easier to hit. Put a good swing on it if you get a hanger. Kids, there's your Fisher's Baseball phrase of the week. Thanks for playing along. Well, as you can see, I made it back to the lab safe and sound. Andy, are you still dealing with two birds down there?
Looks that way, you man. This has got to stop. Otherwise, we're going to be overrun with head chomps. Okay, on the count of three, I want both of you Fredbirds to run as fast as you can, straight at each other. Either you'll squish back into one bird, or I'll get a good laugh. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! It worked! I can't believe it. This is awesome. It's great just to have one overstuffed red bird. Hey, you know what? We need to get rid of the transporter before anything else weird happens. Hey, wait. Don't touch it. Here, use this stick. Be careful. There, I'm glad that's over with. Don't you agree, you man?
Well, it was kind of fun bopping around town with that thing. But there's definitely not enough room in this show for two Fredbirds. You can watch Cardinals Kids each Saturday morning at 11 a.m. right here on Fox Sports Midwest. And bonus! You can catch the show again on Monday and Wednesday afternoons at 2 p.m. And don't forget to visit us on Facebook. And go to cardinalskids.com to learn all about the show. Send us your questions and comments. And even watch more video of Andy, Fredbird, and me. It's all at cardinalskids.com. Cardinals Kids is brought to you by Cardinal Glennon Children's Medical Center, where their love for kids just keeps on growing. Thanks for watching today. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Maybe I'll see you on the radio sometime soon on KC95 in the mornings or around the ballpark. Hey, this is Professor U-Man, PU, saying so long from beautiful Busch Stadium.
You know, Fred, it was kind of fun transporting around the city. You got to see some pretty cool places. But when you split into two birds, that was one too many big red mascots. Thank goodness we don't have to worry about that anymore. Woo!